Chapter 12, Pisces. We have arrived at the mother night of Egyptian cosmology, the profound ocean of Pisces, the initiatic, limitless darkness of absolute abstract space, the first element of the abyss, where the undines guard the Rhine gold or the fire of the divine and genetic thought. Pisces is wisely symbolized by two fish. The fish is the living symbol of primitive Gnostic Christianity. The two fish of Pisces, linked by a hyphen, have a profound Gnostic significance. They represent the two souls of the primordial Elohim submerged within the deep waters of Mother Night. We have already explained in previous chapters that the inner self, the being, Atman, has two souls, one feminine and the other masculine. We have already explained that the spiritual soul, Buddhi, is feminine. We have already said, and we repeat, that the human soul, superior manas, is masculine. The sacred couple, the eternal divine matrimony, is always symbolized by two fish linked by a hyphen. The latter is the being, Atman. The sacred couple, the two eternal fish, work within the waters of the abyss when the aurora of the Mahamvantara arrives. The two ineffable fish work under the direction of Atman when the hour of the aurora of creation arrives. However, it is good to remember that Isis and Osiris could not ever work in the great work without the famous Mercury of secret philosophy. In this sexual Mercury lies the key to all power. A circle with a traversed vertical line in Hermetic symbolism is the very sacred union of the eternal feminine with the eternal masculine, the integration of the opposites in the ineffable and divine essential monad. The monad, the being, surges forth from within the great mother space. From within the great ocean rise the Elohim to work in the aurora of the Mahamvantara. Water is the feminine element of all creation, from which the Latin mater and the terribly divine letter M originate from. In Gnostic Christianity, Maria, Mary, is the same Isis, the mother of the cosmos, the eternal mother space, the profound waters of the abyss. The word Maria, Mary, is divided into two syllables. The first is Mar, which reminds us of the deep ocean of Pisces. The second is Aya, which is a variant of Eo, the august name of Mother Space, the circle of the nothingness from which everything emanates and everything returns, the one, the single one of the manifested universe after the night of the great pralaya, or annihilation. Once the superior waters were separated from the inferior waters, light was made. In other words, the animating verb of the cosmos surged forth into life, and this life took as transmitting element the sun, which is found at the center of our solar system, like the heart within our organism. The fecund vibrations of the sun are really the living elemental fire, which condenses in the center of each planet, constituting the heart of it. All that light, all that life is represented by the seven spirits before the throne within the heart temple of each of the seven planets of the solar system. The work of separating the waters from the waters corresponds to the sacred couple. Each of the seven spirits before the throne emanated from himself the sacred couple of fish in order for the couple to work in the aurora of creation with the power of Kriya Shakti, the power of the lost word, the power of the will and yoga. The love of loves, the mystical passion of the last fire within the eternal husband and the divine wife are vital in order to separate the superior waters from the inferior waters. Transcendental Maithuna, Kriya Shakti, creative verb, exists in this work. He provides the fire and she transmutes the waters, separating the superior from the inferior. The two fish then project that fire and that superior transmuted water upon the waters of the chaos, upon the cosmic matter or material for worlds, upon the sleeping germs of existence and life sprouts forth. The entire work is carried out with the help of the word, the will, and yoga. In the beginning, the universe is subtle. Afterwards, it condenses materially, going through successive periods of progressive crystallization. Millions of universes exist in infinite space, within the bosom of Mother Space. Some universes are coming out of the pralaya, surging forth from within the deep waters of Pisces. Others are in full activity. Others are dissolving within the eternal waters. Isis and Osiris could not do anything without the sexual Mercury. The two eternal fish love, adore each other, and live always creating again and again. The fish is the most sacred symbol of primitive Gnostic Christianity. It is a pity that thousands of students of occultism have forgotten the Gnosis of the fish. 7 humanities with physical bodies live on our planet Earth, and of all the 7, ours is the last, the only one that is a failure for having lost the Gnosis. The other 6 humanities live in the Jinnah state, in the 4th dimension, already in the interior of the Earth, already in many Jinnah regions and areas. The age of Pisces should not have been a failure as it really was. The causa causorum of the Piscean failure was due to certain tenebrous elements who betrayed Gnosis and preached certain agnostic or anti-Gnostic doctrines, underestimating the fish, discarding the religious wisdom, and sinking humanity into materialism. Let us remember Lucio arriving at the city of Hypatia and then staying in the house of Milone, whose wife Panphila was a perverse witch. A little later, Lucio goes out to buy fish, the ichthys, symbol of the nascent Gnostic Christianity, the fish, soma of the mysteries of Isis. The fishermen sell it for 20 wretched denarii, and with a certain frightful disdain, something that they previously tried to sell for 100 escudos, a terrible satire in which is enveloped the greatest despise for the nascent and already infatuated Gnostic Christianity. The result of the agnostic Christianity was the Marxist materialist dialectic. The reaction against agnosticism was the godless and lawless repugnant materialism. It can be affirmed that the age of Pisces failed due to agnosticism. The betrayal of Gnosis was the most serious crime of the age of Pisces. Jesus Christ and his 12 fishermen initiated an age that could well have been one of great splendors. Jesus and his 12 Gnostic apostles indicated the precise path for the age of Pisces. Gnosticism, the wisdom of the fish. It is a pity that all the sacred books of the sacred Gnosis were burned and the sacred symbol of the fish forgotten. Exercise. During the sign of Pisces, we have to vocalize 1 hour daily. Let us remember that in the beginning was the Verb, and that the Verb was with God, and that the Verb was God. In ancient times, the 7 vowels of nature resounded in the entire human organism, from head to toes, and it is now necessary to restore the 7 notes in the marvelous harp of our organism in order to restore the lost powers. The vowel I causes the pineal and pituitary glands to vibrate. These 2 small glands are united by a small, extremely subtle canal or capillary, which has already disappeared in cadavers. The pineal gland is located in the superior part of the cerebrum, and the pituitary gland in the cavernous plexus between the 2 eyebrows. Each of these 2 small glands has its vital aura, and when these 2 auras blend, the spatial sense is developed, and we see the ultra of all things. The vowel E causes the thyroid gland, which secretes the biological iodine, to vibrate. This gland is located in the throat, and in it resides the chakra of the magical ear. The vowel O causes the heart chakra, the center of intuition and all types of powers, to travel in the astral, genus state, etc., to vibrate. The vowel U causes the solar plexus, located in the umbilical region, to vibrate. This solar plexus is the telepathic center and the emotional cerebrum. The vowel A causes the pulmonary chakras, which permit us to remember our past lives, to vibrate. The vowel M, profanely held as a consonant, is vocalized with the lips closed without opening the mouth, and the sound that then comes out through the nose is the M. The vowel M causes the ens seminis, the waters of life, the mercury of secret philosophy, to vibrate. The vowel S is a sweet and gentle hissing, which causes the fire inside of us to vibrate. Seated in a comfortable armchair, we have to vocalize I, E, O, U, A, M, S, carrying the sound of each of these 7 vowels from the head to the feet. It is necessary to inhale, then exhaling the air together with the well-prolonged vowel sound until exhausting the exhalation. This exercise has to be done daily in order to develop the internal magical powers. Pisces is governed by Neptune, the planet of practical occultism, and by thundering Jupiter, the father of the gods. The metal of Pisces is the tin of Jupiter. Its stones, the amethyst, the corals. Pisces governs the feet. Usually, the natives of Pisces have 2 wives, several children. They are of a dual nature, and they have a disposition for 2 professions or trades. The natives of Pisces are very difficult to comprehend. They live like the fish, in everything, but separated from everything by the liquid element. They adapt to everything, but deep down they despise all the things of the world. They are exquisitely sensitive, intuitive, and profound, and people cannot comprehend them. The natives of Pisces have a great disposition for occultism, due to the fact that Pisces is governed by Neptune, the planet of esotericism. The women of Pisces are very nervous, sensitive like a very delicate flower, intuitive, impressionable. Pisces persons have good social sentiments. They are happy, peaceful, hospitable by nature. The danger of Pisces people is of falling into laziness, negligence, passivity, and indifference for life. Pisces people can even reach the lack of moral responsibility. The mind of Pisces people oscillates between rapid or fatal comprehension, laziness, and disdain for the most necessary things of life. Those are 2 extremes, and they just as soon fall into one extreme as they do into the other. The will of Pisces people is sometimes strong but inconsistent on other occasions. When Pisces people fall into indifference and extreme passivity, they allow themselves to be carried away by the current of the river of life. But when they see the seriousness of their conduct, they put their steel will into play, and they then radically change the entire course of their existence. Pisces people of a superior type are 100% Gnostic. They possess a will of unbreakable steel and a very elevated sense of moral responsibility. The superior type of Pisces produces great enlightened beings, masters, initiated kings, etc. The inferior type of Pisces has a marked tendency towards lust, alcoholism, gluttony, laziness, pride. Pisces people like journeys, but not all of them can travel. Pisces people have a great imagination and tremendous sensitivity. It is very difficult to comprehend Pisces people. Only Pisces people can comprehend Pisces people. What for run-of-the-mill people has great importance is worth nothing for Pisces people. But he is diplomatic. He adapts himself to people. He appears to agree with them. The most serious thing for the natives of Pisces is to have to define themselves in the conjugal matter, for almost always 2 basic, fundamental loves put them in a dead-end alley. The superior type of Pisces already transcends all these weaknesses and is chaste in an absolute manner. Usually, Pisces people customarily suffer a lot with the family in their first years. It is difficult to find a Pisces person who was happy with his family during his first years. The very inferior type of women of Pisces fall into prostitution and alcoholism. The superior type of women of Pisces never fall in this manner. They are like a very delicate flower, like a beautiful lotus flower.